So these are more New Year's thoughts, and at this time I think it's common for people to reflect on their life and their intentions for the new year. And one of the things I experienced recently is how often it's easier to simplify our lives rather than continually overcomplicating and overthinking everything we do. And I think it leads to something of a trap where a lot of this overthinking, maybe worry, projecting into the future, thinking about the future, ruminating about the future or even the past, and that takes up too much time and too much of our energy. And when it takes up that much of our energy and our time, what actually happens is we then feel as if we have to be more active, we have to do more. It causes us to overthink even further. Particularly if you're buying into the so-called hustle culture, as so many people, so many YouTubers in fact, advocate. That you must do the grind, work all the time, get ahead. But oftentimes we're actually undermining ourselves. And we do our best quality work, I believe, when we've removed distractions, when your mind is simply focused and immersed in one thing at a time. And which brings me to the practice of meditation, which I talk about a bit on this channel. And meditation is designed specifically to be content with the simplicity, to be content with now. Remove the overthinking, remove the overcomplicating, and be aware that life is fine as it is. I'm reminded of the quote by Eckhart Tolle, the spiritual teacher, in which he says that life is not as serious as the mind makes it out to be. And I think that's very true when you actually break it down and ask yourself, is this thing I'm thinking about so important? Could I do without it? Oftentimes, surprisingly, the answer is yes. I could do without it. It's not actually as important as I'm making it out to be in my mind, and my thinking patterns are making it out to be. And I had this thought recently as I took some time to do simple things, and to actually just slow down in this period when a lot of people are off work and so on, and realized I was actually more productive in that time period. I was doing more effective work in that time period when I just took things as they came and focused on doing simple tasks. So I think that's the great lesson of meditation, and I'm not surprised that many people now in the West do it, as our lives keep getting busier and busier and more active, and there's a need to just switch all of that off. There's a kind of a simplifying, a slowing down that I think is often quite welcome.